Hey everyone, what's up? Rifty here. The tutorial I'll be demonstrating for you guys today is actually my first Reach Forge tutorial. It's part of a Forge lesson series I'm now starting up on YouTube. And what I'll basically be doing is, besides doing map videos of course, is showing you guys how to do various things with Reach Forge, whether it be a cool trick or just how to set up your map for game type. Alright, as the video title implies, I'll be doing a drop pod tutorial today. I know you guys have been waiting for this one since Halo 3. I was the original creator of Drop Pod in Halo 3, by the way. I received a lot of requests to do a video tutorial for it, and I never actually got around doing it, so yeah. I did see a couple pop up here and there, of course. I don't think anyone actually ever did them correctly. Anyways, what a drop pod essentially is are two barricades interlocked together resembling a drop pod you would commonly see used by ODST in campaign or whatever. The way it works is a stationary object that you can pick up, holds the drop pod up, and then when it is picked up, there's no longer anything to hold the drop pod up, and so it just kind of falls to the ground with you, and it looks pretty cool. Because of fall damage in Halo Reach, the drop pod is actually a drop pod because it lets you survive the drop. I'll show you with one I built here earlier actually. Start the game up first. Alright, so here it is, the drop pod. Okay, so how it works is you just go inside, pick up the thing holding it up, for in this instance the DMR, and yeah, you just start falling to the ground. Bam, oh, that worked actually perfectly. Alright, so, start the lesson. The first thing you want to do is decide where you want to place the drop pod. So for example, this one I had on almost the very top of the map. You can't get any higher than this actually. This time around I'll actually just be building it over, say, over here in this clearing here. Yeah. Alright, so first thing you want to do is get a flat object, like, oh, I don't know, a wall double for instance. Set the rotation step to 90, make it easier for you. Oh. Alright. We get another one. There has to be two objects, by the way, here. According to editing. Alright. So once you have that set up, the next thing you want to do is place another object. Let's use a wall right on the side of it, over here, for example. And editing, yeah. And then place one barricade, and you can define them under scenery, barricades, barricade large. Again, it's easier if you just set the rotation snap to fixed to 90 and have the physics set to fixed. And then just kind of put it right, I don't know, somewhere leaning against your wall, but not on the other wall double. Right. The next step is to get another wall. Oh. And you can use any object, remember. I just decided to use a wall for this tutorial. And set it right behind the drop pod. Alright. The next step is to get another barricade. Oh. And put it right against your drop pod. This is a very important part. Hold on. Oh. Make sure it's set to fixed for now. You're going to go inside your drop pod and you're going to just check to see if you can see this diamond shaped figure here. And that's basically my rule of thumb. In Halo 3 I used to use wedge small, so I know how big I want the drop pod to be. In Reach what I usually just do is I will make sure and check just to see if there's this little diamond thing here, and then I would know that it'll work. Alright. I'm actually just gonna get another wall. You can see the drop pod's falling back there because I'm still holding the DMR. Wall. set it just right next up to the drop pod. Alright, just like that. And then now what you're going to do is set a respawn point, because you're going to need to start a new round. Having a respawn point just make everything easier for you. Oh, and I'll actually delete. I still have a respawn point up on the other one. I just realized, so I'll just go delete all these. Spawn another one. Alright, now what you're going to do is set one of your barricades. It doesn't really matter which one, preferably though the one that you place first. And you're just going to set it so that it does not spawn at start. So you do that, you just go to advanced and go to place at start false, and then just start a new round. Now what you're going to do next is to lower that drop pod. Yeah. Rotation snap set to 90, of course. And then if you don't want to wait, you just go to advanced again and set the min count to 4 just to make all the objects respawn. And then go back to 0. And your drop pod should still keep this figure shape, or this diamond shape, in the middle of the drop pod. I'll set this back to true. Let's start true. I'm going to lower this actually. Alright, and next step is to put an object on top of the drop pod so it doesn't split apart. Now, I didn't explain this before, but it's important that you keep the drop pod as snug as possible before the launch, otherwise it will break during the drop, which is what you want to avoid, of course. Alright, just put it right on top of the drop pod. Not so much that it's like interlocked with the drop pod, you know. Alright, we're almost there, guys. Next step is to get something to hold the drop pod together from the front and also give you some kind of ramp to make it easier for you to get inside the drop pod. Just go to structures and inclines. You can use whatever you want. Whatever works for you is fine, I guess. I'm just going to use ramp 2x2 for this tutorial. Let's see now. Yeah, just like that. Now, next step is to go to advanced. Oh no, sorry. Is to set it so that the physics are set to normal. Normal. Alright. And that just makes it so that the object is no longer fixed and therefore it can fall. Alright. Next, you can for this part you can either use a weapon or an armor ability. If you want to use an armor ability, just go to gadgets, power-ups. I will use a weapon for this tutorial, and I'll use the DMR again. Okay. And you're using a weapon, you have to set the physics to fix because it's not set like that already. And all you're going to do is put it right against the top of the drop pod. This will keep your drop pod up until you pick it up, and then once you pick it up, there's nothing holding the drop pod anymore, as I said before, and the drop pod will fall to the ground. Okay, you're almost done, guys, and at this point, what you want to do is save the game, just in case. Oh, what the? Okay, that's weird. Save as a new map then. Drop pod dot. I don't know why I didn't let me save before, but okay. Save. Alright. Now, what you're going to do is just delete the wall, or whatever object you have holding the drop pod up. So in this case I have the wall double. And you're actually going to try it now. It will probably not work the first time. That's okay, it usually doesn't. yeah, just go inside it, pick up the weapon holding it up, and you should fall. Oh, see if I survive.
Suicide.
Darn it, starting your round.
Round over.
Alright. So let's say for instance your drop pod didn't drop at immediately or something like that, or it started falling apart. It could be because your ramp or the walls beside it were too close together, so all you would have to do at that point was just mess around with the objects and maybe spread them apart a bit, and then just keep trying until you get the drop pod to work. Alright, let's try that again. Oh, there we go. Alrighty, so yeah, I think we've just about at the end of our tutorial here. If you want to see a map that's already set up with drop pods, go check out my UNSC Trebuchet, it's on my file share. And if you want to see future maps I make or future Forge tutorials, just hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified. Alright, I hope you found this tutorial useful, and thanks for watching, folks.